Coming up on Around Town, we've got a custom solution for a pretty unique bird problem.
The main issue is right along the back here.
Birds have been making a mess in this homeowner's carport, but thanks to another great product from Bird Be Gone, the Town & Country crew is up for the task.
So you got to get it nice and tight so that the birds don't get in there, and you can play it like a guitar.
Music to my ears. Stay tuned to this episode of Around Town with Town & Country Pest Solutions. It's a beautiful sunny day here in East Rochester. We're doing some work to a carport here, joining Nate. What's getting in here?
The owner of this carport's experiencing a lot of issues with birds. They're dive bombing as she's pulling her car in. She's trying to get her gardening stuff. They're in and out. They're pooping all over the place. She's overall just tired of the issue and wanted something done about it. So.
Now we have plenty of different options when it comes to dealing with birds. We've got bird spikes, we've got different aromatic repellents. What are we doing here?
So here, we're gonna run a net from the lowest point all the way across. So it's gonna be like a ceiling. We're gonna pull it tight, it'll be nice and snug.
I see that we've got some prep work done here. What have we been doing so far here in the early stages?
So right now we're installing the hardware wire brackets. This is gonna help us when we install the net. We're gonna pull a cable through this and then we're gonna hog tie each section of the net to that cable, and then we're gonna pull it tight, and that should just about do it.
Looks like the guys have gotten the cabling all set up, and you guys are, how are you fastening this all together right now?
With a turnbuckle, a couple ferrules on each end.
And so, why is it important to tighten it?
We got to get it nice and tight so that the birds don't get in there if there's some slack. So you got to get it nice and tight, like a guitar string, and you can play it like a guitar.
Music to my ears.
The specific netting we've used here comes from our friends at Bird Be Gone. This heavy-duty polyethylene bird netting is flame-resistant, rot-proof, and stable in sub-zero temperatures, which means it'll hold up to most everything Mother Nature throws our way in upstate New York. Not to mention the aesthetic benefit of being virtually invisible once installed.
So we are about halfway done here, and it's looking great. It's nice and taut with just enough give, just enough bounce to make sure there's nothing going to be able to tear through it, and nothing's going to be able to get up underneath.
All of these benefits make Bird Be Gone netting the most efficient and effective method for excluding all bird species, including pigeons, starlings, and sparrows. As the crew finishes up the netting installation, Nate takes care of a potential entry point on the outside back corner to make sure no more birds will be nesting here.
Well, it looks like this one's all buttoned up. Not only a great looking solution, but a really effective one. I'm Matt Miller. We'll catch you at the next job. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to make sure all of our content gets into your feed. From Town & Country Pest Solutions.